every time I do stand up, I feel like the worst prostitute at a really nice brothel, so I'm gonna say today. Little self-deprecation for you. There'll be more. It's kind of fucked up that the stage is coming apart. And Zoo doesn't fund comedy. Not a joke, they don't. So anyway, my semester is going really poorly. I'm happy it's almost over. The other day, I had a really fucked up thing happen in one of my classes that I'm going to tell you about now. And then if it's not funny, you get to go home after it. So, so number one, I'm a music major, which is awful on its own. Yes, so I'm getting a degree in playing clarinet. and that's my second. No. So when you get a degree in clarinet, sometimes you have to play in front of all the other little clarinet players. And if you do a bad job, they really need you in front of everyone. So it's a very low stakes situation. And I'm a senior, but every time I do it, I cry at least like 10 times during the day when I have to do it, and then I cry again afterward. Because I just get nervous. I'm nervous now. So after Thanksgiving break, I've had just an insane Thanksgiving break that we'll get to here. And I get this notification on Canvas, and I check it for once. And it's like, oh, Tricia, you're performing today in studio. And I was like, okay. And I looked at the piece. I have not touched that shit since September. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be fine. I have an hour. And I start playing it. I play 3 notes, and then I cry for 45 minutes. And then I'm like, oh, shit, I got to go. So I get in my car, and I drive to the class. I get my clarinet out. It sounds awful. And my professor's like, I know you've been practicing over break. I can see it in your eyes. And I was like, So I get up and I play, and it's fine. It goes remarkably well. And then I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, thank God. But what I had done is I texted the group chat for the class. You know how all classes have a group chat when they're like a little bit gay? Speaking of a little bit gay, some of you bitches in stand-up are not straight. You're like, I'm straight, but also, you're not. You're joking about it that much, you're not straight. I used to do that too. No, you're not straight. Anyway, back to clarinet. Making straight jokes. I put something in my mouth and blow it. So I play it, it goes fine, but I had texted the group chat. I was like, hey guys, I have not touched this piece since September, so it might be really bad. Don't be mean to me. And they were like, oh, we would never be mean to you. So I get them playing and it's fine. And this bitch in the front row raises her hand and goes, that was so good. Why would you say it was going to be bad in the group chat? You're like, this is going to be awful. I haven't practiced. And the professor is there. And he's like, did you lie to the group chat and tell them you didn't practice when you really did? And he goes, how many hours did you practice? And I was like, oh shit, what's a good number? He goes, in your practice journal. Get it out. In front of and so I'm at the front of the room on a stage like this, and then everyone else is like in the lecture hall staring at me. And he's like, get out your practice journal. And I was like, okay. So I walk back up to the little lefty desk where all my stuff is, and I get my practice journal, and there's nothing in it because I didn't practice. And I go, 12 hours. That's so many. Why did I say 12? I was like 12 hours, and he goes, yeah, I can tell. You need to have more faith in yourself. I'm really proud of you. And it's like, and then this guy in the back starts reading verbatim the messages that I had sent to the group chat about how I hadn't practiced and didn't know what I was doing. And so now there's 22 people that play clarinet that are also deeply religious. That's unrelated, but they are. That think that I'm some sort of liar. And also my professor thinks that I'm a liar. And it was just all of this at once. Like, I really hate attention. That's why I'm here in front of you guys today. And it was too much for me to handle after the Thanksgiving break that I had, which I went to New York, which was like really cool to be in New York for Thanksgiving. But those balloons at the Macy's Day Parade are so fucking scary, you guys. Imagine it's 8 a.m. and you've been dragged out of bed, similarly to how Megan was talking about, by your parents who are really excited to see the parade because they're 55 and apparently that's the age where you get excited about parades again. They're like, we gotta go get a spot. Like, we stood on the road, there was piss underneath our feet. It was great. And I was enjoying the parade a lot, and then in the distance, but like huge. And on TV they don't look that big. They're like the size of the screen. So you're like, it can't be that big. Like they just have 100 people walking it for moral support because they really like Ronald McDonald. No, it's huge. And they're also, the balloons do move, in fact. So the people holding it are probably holding like 300 pounds of weight each, and they're just kind of, they're like trying to hold the balloon, and it almost flew. There were like 5 or 6 people that dropped their stick on the balloon, and it was flying towards us, and it was really scary. But then right after that, they have musicians, and I hadn't heard of any of them because I don't care about America. So we were mostly country, and we were just watching the parade. It was like 2 hours into the parade, and I see the Kim Petras float, and I was like, oh shit, they got somebody for the gays here. And I hear Kim Petras singing, and she stops right in front of us for like 5 minutes, and I was like, hey. And so she's waving to us for a long time, and then she gets tired of us, so she turns around and she waves to the other side, and then she drops her phone over the side of the float, and is like freaking out. So like I'm seeing her have this breakdown 50 feet away from me, and I want to go help her, you know, because it's Kim Petras. And then she bends all the way over, and I saw Kim Petras' ass on this lovely Thanksgiving morning. And that made up for everything that's happened in the last week, because it was really funny. And I'm going to end my set by asking you guys to do something that will make you forget about everything that I've said. So I'll do it with you. This is audience participation. Did you think I was going to let you sit there? All right, so on the count of 3, I need everybody to crack their knuckles at the same time. And then I'm going to leave, and you're not going to see me until next semester. All right, 1, everybody ready? You got your little hands out? All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was close, you guys.